Welcome to Q Aquatics and Exotics. My name is Susie, and let's see if we have gone live. I am hoping that we are live, but I'll set this over here. Maybe somebody will find me, and maybe they won't, but here is my intro to make sure that I've got video and audio.
Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Nah, hey everybody, it's Susie Q, so come along with me. Said I'm Susie Q.
Well, I think I'm back. Well, actually, technically not back because I had to start a whole new live stream. I don't know what happened. I'm going to assume it's user error, but I don't know what happened. And I'm so glad you guys found me. Why, thank you very much. Good morning, Craig's Catfish. I myself just woke up, so it feels discombobulated a little bit, like it is my morning. Hello, Patrick. Oh, good. It's all working. Here's where I am, Bob. Hello, Paul. Thank you guys for finding me. I am so happy. Of course, I got a thumbs down because why not? I mean, I know it's bad. I know it's bad. I can't even pretend like it's not bad, but I am doing my best. I am trying. Ay, ay, ay. So, how is everybody? Let me turn off that little drip noise. That is good. Red laser. Hello. I've got a blue pinky waving. It's week 3, I think. I broke my finger in several spots, my pinky, and I would have thought by now the pinky being so small that I could have just move on, but it's tough. So I have been spending a lot of time in my fish room getting ready for fish, and I'm only getting 2 fish, but I set up my 55-gallon over there, and I'm testing it, making sure it's fully cycled, which it is. I also set up a quarantine tank just for that tank. And you might be thinking, why would you set up a quarantine tank if you're getting 2 fish? Just put them in the new tank, right? And I agree. Hello, Benoxy. I agree, but I also have a dozen neon tetras and 3 very small clown loaches in here, and they're in the quarantine tank. And any fish I get for that tank, and I just can't use any other tank because the temperature is about 84. That might give away what kind of fish I am getting. Um, Discus. I'm getting 2 discus that have been proven to be a pair, and they've already had eggs. So I am had to test out. This is the third tank I'm trying. What would be the best tank? And it has to be in a good location because in this room there is no water, but it has to be in a very easily water change location, and none of my tanks are, and that'd be too stressful. This one is right by the sink, easy out, python in. That's how I'm doing it. We've been worried about Danikin, Ken breaking things. Now we have to worry about you. Oh my gosh, where did I break things? I don't even know what I did. And then I thought I could just like click a button and let me restart again, and it just ended the old live stream right as I saw Bob saying, "There she is." Now I did have YouTube on my phone, and it never started. And I said, "Oh boy, here we go again." I'm talking to everybody, doing my intro, and I haven't even gone live. From Fran, yes, I'm getting 2 of those discus from Fran. Let me see if I can show you a picture. These are gorgeous. I am so silly excited. I've never had discus. I'm not used to doing water changes weekly, let alone daily if I'm doing them daily. Let me show you how gorgeous these are. Oh, and I've been sending her pictures of, and I thought, oh, I hope she doesn't get upset because it's taking too long. Of course, I can't find it. Why would I be able to find something easily like that? Don't worry. If I find it, I will show you. We heard you the whole time. Oh, did you? For some reason on my YouTube, it never popped up. I should have just kept going. I should have just kept going. No, I don't know where. Would she have sent me an email? Yes, she would have. We went back and forth, so here we go. I'm so excited. Where do you see these pictures? Of course, it's going to keep tilting. And if I tilt this way, it goes sideways, so that does not help. But as you can see, it's this beautiful red one and a beautiful, I don't know the kinds of discus. I hope I'm not starting off being a bad discus owner, but you know what? I will learn as I go. But I do know what's important is having that tank pristine, crystal clear, got sand on the bottom. I wanted to use a deep bed because it's got about an inch layer of sand. And Fran told me they do not like deep beds. So I'm taking her word for it because I've never kept discus. So I cleared out that tank. Sent the wrong pics. Save space to get fish at Super Cichlids. Oh, I have 10 tanks ready to go. 10 tanks. August 12th. Did I say that right? I have to look it up. No, you have not told me what you got at Repticon, and I want to hear. Patrick, what did you get at Repticon? Let me look up my calendar just to make sure I got the right date. August 12th. August 12th, I'm making a trip down along with many of my friends from Bucks County Aquarium Society, and we're going to Super Cichlids. And I have a wet Super Cichlids. Hopefully she will honor it. She's a sweetheart. It's kind of a whole, it's all mooey gooey, but there is a barcode that hopefully, I can't imagine why anything in my fishing would get wet, but hello. So I've set this up, this tank up. It's 50-gallon, 55-gallon sand. I've got the biggest, beautiful piece of driftwood that I have. Put them in here. It goes from corner to corner, the whole tank. Love it. Love it. I put a lot of Java fern and some of this trident from in here. Other narrow leaf Java fern. I put in 4 Vallisneria, but I don't think that the Vallisneria is going to like the hot water. But I put it in. And what else? Oh, I'm so excited. It's some Anubis. Yes. So what did you get, Dragon Lair? I want to know. You went to Repticom, sent the wrong pics. I hope I didn't. I hope I didn't send the wrong pics. Is that from the last auction? No, that one's much smaller. Much smaller. And no, I didn't get wood, did I? Got wood? Now, see, I have this wood hanging up. I think that's from last year's auction. I haven't found the right place for it. But I love that wood so much. Right there. Right there. Love that piece of wood. But I'm gonna soak it in the pond. I got a 100-gallon tub right here that I'll probably soak it in and get it ready. But that's not a good one for discus. This one I've had sitting in a tank for probably about 4 years. And the edges are so smooth and round. And my pH comes out at 6.8. So that'll lower it just a tad. And I'm thinking about learning about fry. Because she said they've had eggs but her water isn't the right pH, I think she said, for them to turn into fry. So I cannot wait to see if I can do it with RODI water. I got a female Russian for my male, a male golden Greek Libyan tortoise, and a female Maruki blue tongue skink. Oh, how beautiful! How big is your female? Was it a baby? Oh my gosh, you're gonna love that. So, are you putting the male and female Russian tortoise together, or are you keeping them separate for now? I'm curious. I want to hear because I have one male in with two females, and they're okay. Waldo, who's another male, does not get along at all. Boring. The Russian has a girlfriend, Grouch. Grouch, the male, has one too. Oh, Grouch is your male blue tongue skink. Oh my gosh. Now, being a Maruki, you said, is that Maruki higher humidity? I have a northern. All three of mine are northern, and the humidity only has to be about 50%. So I think the Maruki, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, has to be a little bit higher in humidity. Interesting. And how tiny are your Russians, or is your girl Russian big and fat? I hope I learn so much about these discus. I have about a week to wait because Fran is away right now. I think she's taking care of somebody else's house. So I will be so excited when this happens. Right now, I had to throw away my old thermometer or my old heater because it didn't work. And I put a new one in, and now it's already at 82, and I'm waiting to see if it gets to 84. It's like my way of calibrating it. I'll just wait and see if it maintains it. Should I get a little bit higher? She's She's 2/3 grown female. So is she about 12 inches? Is she fat? Please hit the like. Thank you so much. I already got somebody hit the down button because I messed up so badly. And I know I messed up, but I try really hard, guys. I really do. And it's not like I'm new. I'm not new to live streaming. I didn't live stream for the first couple of years at all. So that means I've been live streaming for probably 3 years now. And using Ecamm software for maybe a year and a half, 2 years. And all of a sudden they do these new and exciting things, and I don't stay up to date with it. I don't go on their Facebook page and see what's new and how to use it. I just needed to work with YouTube so that I can use my cameras as my cameras. And so far I like it. I like Ecamm a lot. I've tried some of the other ones, but they all cost money to get 1080 quality. So don't know about that. Don't know. The Russian male is grown. The new female is the same size, so she's probably nowhere near grown yet. And she'll be at 2 to 3 inches. Oh, she's little. 2 to 3 inches? She's just little. Oh, she's 2 to 3 inches bigger than the male. Oh, yeah, when she's grown, right. Yeah, I've got a female. She's huge. I think she's huge for a Russian tortoise, but it's because she's female. And I do have a female that's much smaller, but she's got a different color carapace. Is that right? Yeah, mixed up, but you know what I mean. So I gotta get a hold of your friend on Facebook. I gotta take very good pictures first. But it has been so silly hot outside, or pouring rain for the last a week and a half time, 2 weeks has been. It's like non-stop. And I would have thought my grass is going to be grown and lush in the backyard, and it is as mud can be. So yeah, that didn't work out so well. Let's see if you can see this. So that is the tank. Whoop. And it's got a 75-gallon filter on it. I don't like that it's in the front of the tank, but there's nowhere else to put a filter. So I would like to see if I can get one of my other canister filters to work, or see if John would buy me a new canister filter. And it could be a small one. It could be an FX4. I just want the filtration to be spot on. I don't want anything to happen to these fish. I feel like discuses get such a hard rap. I don't want to be the one to say, well, I couldn't keep it. You know, one of the subspecies of Russians gets as big as the hermit. Yeah, I think that's the one I got. She's huge. It gives me anxiety knowing you're getting discus. Me too. I tried so many times and always kill them. That's what I'm afraid of. But my goal isn't to keep them alive. I'm going to breed them and keep the fry alive. That's my goal. I want to breed them, and the fry I want to grow out. And I will replace these 2 tanks with a 210-gallon. I'll get a 200-gallon tank right here. It'll have to come out 18 inches, so I'll have to move this desk a little bit and have a beautiful, humongous discus tank. That is my goal. That would be so cool. Ideally, I want another large tank in here. I don't think the 180, yeah, that's the largest, the 75. These are 229s. So I could go 4 foot by 18 inches out. I'll build my own stand if I have to. And it kills me because a couple months ago, there was a free one, and I just couldn't get anybody to help move it. Oh my gosh, it's breaking my heart. Every time I think about it now, it's like it's killing it. It's killing me. But do you see these? Let me move you a little this way so you can watch these angelfish. I think I see breeding material going on. I don't know. I've been trying really hard. I even put a piece of slate in that I used for my original pair of angelfish from 5 years ago. That did very well. I was able to get them to all different stores, and I had so many angelfish. I brought them to the auctions, and they were beautiful. They were beautiful. Bob, discus are easy to keep nowadays since they have been bred so long in water types, but the key is keeping them 82 degrees to 86 degrees. Right. Now, that's why I've been holding off on picking them up, because my first heater didn't get above 78, and I had it cranked up, and it still didn't. So I threw it away. I said, there's something wrong with that heater. It's only a 55-gallon aquarium. So now I have a 500 watt in there, and I'm thinking about getting another 100 watt or 200 watt for the back corner, because if I set them to 82, it's not going to go higher. And that way, if one doesn't work right, the other one will be like a backup. I think I saw that on Aquarium Co-op once, to use 2 smaller ones instead of the 500 watt. But right now, I am thrilled at how pristine that tank is. Even though there's no fish in it, I did water change. I am feeding the tank, keep the beneficial bacteria alive. And since it's going to be over a week, I think I'm going to finish quarantining these guys in that tank. So what do you think about those for tank mates? The clown loaches, which I know like the warmer water. The neon tetras. Now, if I get another dozen neon tetras, they will go in quarantine for several weeks, just to make sure. But yeah. Okay, now they stopped. There was a pair over here. Because I turned the camera, you guys are going to stop? Here we go. A little nippy, a little bitey. Now, I don't know what's wrong. Maybe I have all females or all males. So I've had these fish a long time. Maybe breeding isn't my thing, huh? Maybe breeding isn't my thing. Patrick, last ones I got from... Oh, wait a minute. I got a super chat. What? Where is my chat? $19.99. Bob Kaler, thank you so much. Canister fund. That's what I'm thinking. A canister would work great there. I wouldn't have that ugly filter in the front of it. I mean, I might make a vinyl cover for it that says, Q Aquatics and Exotics, or maybe the name of them. I'm going to call them Jack and Jill. This is going to be my disc is Jack and Jill. But thank you so much for the 1999 super chat. Super chat. Thank you so much. Canister Fund. I appreciate that. Angelfish are the guppies. I would think that they'd have no problem. I've had these 2 years now, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So I moved them over to here. They were in a 55-gallon. I thought maybe that was too big for them, but there's 6 angelfish. Who would have thought 55 gallons is too big? But now they're in a 29-gallon. They're in with my Pandagara, and I still don't see any pairing off yet. And they've been in here, what, about 3 months? So I do water changes. I give live food, do quick cool water change. Nada. Nothing. Nothing. But, oh, why am I so dark? But, I'm going to put this up. I got a big butt, and I cannot lie. When itty bitty thing come, where to go? Okay. Ooh, damn. Okay, a little bright. And here are my endlers. These are the yellow and black. Beautiful. They look like a black barred, beautifully striped. I did a short on them, and there's just more and more fry, and I'm so thrilled. And I know endlers, but I can't breed guppies. I don't know what my issue is, what the water issue is. But here, these endlers are doing amazing. Absolutely amazing. I really like it a lot. So much so I don't want to get rid of some of this hair algae that has started attaching to the duckweed, because there are so much fry inside there that I don't want to disturb that right now. I would say there's a good 50 fry in there. Very exciting. I'm so excited. Let's try this. Okay. What's going on? What the heck was that? Yeah, stop touching. Stop touching things. Okay, I'm going to stop touching things. But yes, I don't have very much luck. I'm not a big breeder. Otherwise, I'd be in the Breeders Award program, because I thought it was going to be no problem. That was my thing. But that must have been just because of the angelfish that I had started off. I got very lucky. I got very lucky. That's how I think of it. But now I'm trying to breed them on purpose. Nada. Endlers, I was hoping that they would breed. I got a trio. I've got so many in here. I love it. My Karis fish, the Xenotoka, so close. Dentura Xenotoka. They're breeding, but it's not like a huge colony like I think it would be by now. But I just saw that it was like a couple of weeks ago, there's a Daniel in there, and I don't know if that's affecting the fry. Lemon tetras, zero breeding going on with my lemon tetras. So, oh well. I am trying not to get. Gotta turn this down, man. It's bright. Went from super dark to way too bright. Okay. And I do have a freebie here to start off with. I also got some beef heart, freeze-dried beef heart, that I'm gonna grind up and see. Then I'm gonna try a couple of things there. Angelfish or the guppies, I wish. Last ones I got from Bioaquatics are dime sized. All 4 died maybe 3 years ago. Aww. So there were some other small ones for sale for $49. I'm just not in that kind of position to buy them. These were an amazing steal. These were just, obviously she just wants them to go to a good home. Babies to juveniles are so much harder Okay, I heard I've killed juvies, three-quarter, and adults. Punchy Paints Saturday, Sunday night art stream. Thank you for posting that. Nathan Hovey. Hello, hello, my fishy friends. Everybody's saying hey to Nathan. Lefty's in the house. Anyone else been sitting in the other stream wondering where Susie was? Is it still open? Is it open? Lefty? I have one, two, three streams scheduled. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm going to have to try to fix it afterwards. I tried so hard. I tried so hard. I had it all set up this morning before even going to the dog park. And I'm thinking, I am on it today. I am on it. And then when I took a nap, and when I came down here, the audio didn't work for my intro. And then I went live, and looking on my phone, I'm not live. And I waited way past the intro, and people were in the chat like, where is she? Where is she? So I closed it thinking I could just refresh it. No. And as soon as I went to close it, I saw Bob says, there she is. And I'm like, so then I had to start all over. Bob Kaler celebrates 14 months of members. Thank you. Feed the angels more. Okay. I can feed them more. I can feed them more. I have, I alternate every other day with bloodworms for the angels, thinking that would do it, but I will feed them more. I would feed them live food if I thought if it would help. What endlers? These are, I don't know of the actual name. They're yellow endlers. They look like bumblebees. They look beautiful, black markings, and it's a yellow endler. And I did a video on it that got a good, really good. Let me see if I have, I'm not going to push buttons. I'm not going to push buttons, but I'm going to push the buttons. Ooh. I wish I could just look up in my photos endlers and have them, just find the endlers. But no, because I got all those stupid skating videos. Ugh. I post a skating short every day. I'm doing a 365 challenge, yada, yada, yada. I have been getting such rude comments from people. That's it. Dwad, I don't even know how to say it. Zinatoka. Doa, That's them. Be careful with the beef heart. It will quickly foul your tank. Ooh, even the freeze-dried beef heart? Okay. I haven't used it yet. I'm still experimenting with it with my other fish, especially the fish that just eat it up real super fast. Alishan, just the person I was looking for. How does the whole cares thing work? Lefty, I can help you out with that. You want to know how the cares thing works? I can take you as far as I've gotten with the cares fish. So you get cares fish. They know it's cares because they are registered on the cares site. Okay. You get them and take them home, and you have a dedicated tank for them. And the plan is to keep them going, and grow a community and share those back with your club through the BAP or through other breeders who are going to breed them. And then they'll start another colony, and they'll register theirs on the website. And that's how the cares worked. I think only one time, maybe two times, Dr. Lozelle actually repopulated an extinct fish in the wild, but I don't think that's their main goal. My issue is if I get these cares fish and that person didn't register them on the site, how do I know they're not a hybrid? Like, who verified that these are actual lineage, like F12? And I think that's how it's supposed to work. So if somebody had F1 and had babies, now they're F2s, and they share them out, and everybody knows they're F2s, Then they have babies. They share them out, and now that these are F3s of, let's say, I can't think of it. The em, em, Nanoluteus, Ematitlia, and the yellow convict. And then the next generation's F5. So somebody brings them, let's say I get them at the club or at a show, and I see that they're F6s, care species, blah, blah, blah. And I'll get them and I'll register them on the site and start having babies and stuff, and then share them with other breeders. Now, what is the main goal of it? Is to keep it alive in the fish keeping hobby. I don't think their main goal is to repopulate the world with them. But if they stay alive in the fish keeping hobby, then we still have these beautiful fish. And do not mix them with other fish. Keep a dedicated tank to them. Did I get that right, Tom? Sure, let's do it. My biggest thing is who's going to verify that it's actually not a hybrid? Like, who's going to verify that my yellow convicts didn't mix with the pink convicts with the last person who had them? Like, and I think there's supposed to be like somebody from CARES verifies by the fish, but that's the part that it gets real blurry. And I've tried to get the answer from, and this people tell me to call these people, and this person says talk to this person, and then other people say, well, go online. Well, their online is archaic. It's not up to date online, and it's not hooked up to anybody in the know. It's people who are in charge of that area of the CARES program. And then there's different levels of CARES fish. There's, this level that they're getting bad. This is almost extinct. They have different names for them, all the way down to extinct in the wild. Goodeids. Yes, I got those 2 goodeids from Skull, and they are breeding nicely. Which goodeids? Mine are Dwa Dwa, Xenotoka Dwa Dwa. They're the only ones, I'd guess, might be there, but I haven't looked. Okay, so you should have registered yours with the CARES that you have them. And then as you breed them, if you have 6 that you can give to a breeder or sell to other breeders in your area, or that you come in, because you come in contact with people all over the place, because you travel a lot. And then all these other people will register that they have them. Now think of how many people will be keeping a tank dedicated to that CARES fish. So if it goes extinct in the wild, we have them because what you're doing with them. I don't know if that's the problem, Tom. I wanted to be that person who took care of the CARES program, and I couldn't get answers. So I think it's like, unless I talk to other people, like I've talked to so many people about it, like, what is it that I'm missing that people just leave off? Oh, check the website for this. It's a dead end. Talk to this person about this, and I talk to that person. They're very knowledgeable in ABC. I'm talking about D&E. What is this for? So it makes it really hard to say you're going to be the CARES person. And if somebody brings in 3 CARES fish and I look at them, I'm not an expert. I don't think anybody, well, there's many experts, and they've come to talk at our club, but they're not in our club. And it'd be different if I could go online, being the CARES person, the point person at the club that runs the program, and I had somebody that I show pictures of these fish. They say, yes, this is blah, 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 blah. That's where I got lost. But I would love to understand the end goal and who verifies that it's an actual CARES fish and not a hybrid. I understand what you mean, Q. However, all animals are hybrids or mutations from previous animals. Humans tend to think everything around them is a final perfect form. Okay. And if that's the case, then great. I will be the person to take care of the program, take your things, register them on the website, sight unseen. We just take everything at face value that it's a CARES fish and that it's a good one and spread it that way. But to me, that doesn't seem like the integrity gets lost in the sauce. But maybe I overthink things. Maybe I complicate the simplest things, but I think I do. I think I do. Because who does it? And I will talk to other programs to see, is it just registering them? Because so and so brought in a bag of 6 of these Xenotoka Goodeids and said that they're CARES fish. And just take it at face value that, yep, he's right. He didn't have them in a tank filled with other Goodeids or in a tank filled with other live bearers. That's what I mean by muddy the waters. Like, if these yellow endlers never come in contact with any other live bearers but yellow endlers, they're going to stay a yellow endler. There might be 1 or 2 that I cull from here and there, but they will always be this black striped, bright yellow endler. And I can get other endlers from somebody, if they say that's all they've ever been exposed to, and breed them into it to keep the genetics going. As long as they didn't have leopard guppies in with their endlers, and somehow or another that what I mean, like, I don't know. That's how I think anyway. I think just like with the cherry shrimp, I don't know how long they keep mating with other. Let's say it was a cherry or a red cherry shrimp, and it was one red cherry female in with a lot of blue shrimp. And if I take that cherry out 2 years later, is there any chance that she'll have blue shrimp as babies or start having brown babies? Like, or is it the same as like guppies where they can hold I don't want to say semen, they can hold. So yes, this is where I would love to have somebody who knows about that. And that's why I always feel like I'm not qualified enough to do it, because I don't have all the answers. Then again, the people who have all the answers, I'm sure they will not accept hobby-driven hybrids. Right. And how would anybody know if it's a hobby-driven hybrid in a club? Let's say I said, I'm going to take care of the CARES fish program. And I register them because they filled out the form. They're just taking his word for him, my word for it? Or does somebody look at these fish and say, yeah, they're still, like, that's my point, Tom. That's my point. That's my point. That's where I ran into the dead end. So maybe I'm going to try to get somebody who understands the CARES program and the CARES fish, and I'm going to interview them on my channel, because I know I have these questions. I know everybody I talk to, when they go, for those of us, not me, but those fish keepers who aren't associated with like a Bucks County Aquarium Society, that aren't in a formal group, they say, well, no, you can still register yours online. And it got real muddy after that as well. So, yeah. And then I heard things like there's not supposed to be in the BAP program. Others say they are. I don't care about the BAP points as much as bringing your fry from your CARES fish into other breeders so that they can take that home and create a dedicated tank to that fish. And I guess it wouldn't have to be dedicated. I just was told there should be a dedicated tank, species only tank. But if you have a live bearer and then you put in a tetra, you don't have to worry about them crossbreeding. They're not going to crossbreed, right? But don't put any of the live bearers in there. Don't put 3 different kinds of tetras in there. Or if that makes sense. I know, like the rainbow fish. You just don't put a bunch of rainbow fish in. Like, you could ruin the whole lineage unless you're going to call it a hybrid. Now you have a hybrid rainbow fish. And I know what you're saying, Patrick, that hybrids happen. But I think if these endlers were pure to the extent that I got them. Yes, they're hybrids to make them yellow and black, but they haven't had any other color variations. They haven't had any other genetics. And then I find more of the same and breed them in with them, or just keep them interbreeding. That's the difference of what I'm talking about. Anyway, I went off too much on. I shouldn't have started on the cares. Right. Yeah, exactly. I'm looking for the cares to have a family tree to tie the fish to where it was, where the original was. Maybe not the original, but yes, ideally that would be great because they got these people out there. There's a very rare fish that they found, and they're breeding it. Now they will share it in their personal circle with other breeders, and they continue to breed that fish. Now all those people who are high-end fish keepers know that there's been no other fish in there. Now they got the F2s. And as somebody, let's say somebody gave me Gary Lang's F5 of the blah, 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 blah. I'm going to trust that that's F5, blah, 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 blah. But if I give you Care's fish and say, this is F5 of the blah, 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 are you going to, does it just get known? Or can you go on the Care's website and see, oh, yes, you were given 6 of them. This person was given 8 of them. That's what I'm looking for, Lefty. You're right. Hello, Big Cat, Mountain Greenery. Of course, there's no way to ID a great many juvenile fish, right? So you have to rely on the breeder. Okay. And if I bring in 4 bags as a breeder of these Caris fish, should I not document who's the next breeder of these 4? Like who bought those 4? Who's taking those 4 home? So let's say Tom is taking a bag home. So you can register because I've already told Caris, you took a bag home, Fran took a bag home, so-and-so took a bag home. And if Fran decided to give them to Joe, she would put that down so that when I go to register, you very easily see where these fish came from, where they were captured, what part of the rivers they were captured from, or what lake they came from, and their whole lineage history. That's what I'm thinking of when I say no hybrids. Yes. That's my understanding of how it's supposed to work. Right. It's supposed to, but we don't have professional people. Right. We don't have professional people that can verify this information. So, or I don't think who I gave 4 bags of fish to, as in my F12s of these Goodeids, who I gave those to, they're not registered anywhere. I didn't tell anybody who got them. So anybody can just go to the CARES site. It's supposed to be through a person, but not everybody goes. Like we have people come to our club that go to other clubs. We have a lot of sister clubs in the area. That's where it started getting like, what? Hello, Crystal. So if I could get those questions answered in my mind of how it's really supposed to work by talking to 1 or 2 people instead of you need to go on the website and talk to, you need to call this person to do this. Oh, go talk to this person over at the CCY. Go to the or when I do talk, I get the same thing. And it's like, no, there's no verifying it. Only people like Dr. Lozelle would be able to verify if that's a real fish or not. So then we're just taking it for people's word that, okay, this is the fish. But yes, I have been so fascinated with the CARES program right from the beginning because I thought they were getting reintroduced to whence they came from in huge populations from all these breeders. But I think that's only happened once, and all that does is what we really do is keep it alive in the fish keeping hobby, which is critical, especially if they stop collecting them and it makes it illegal to do anything else with them. We still have like the axolotls. Let's say they were actually extinct. We have enough in the hobby to keep axolotls going. Does that make sense? I doubt if that's possible. Fish are brought and sold online at stores, auctions. Even Caris fish? I can't see a way of tracking that info down. I thought Caris fish was like different, but you're right. And if that's the case, then I would love to bring into the CARES program to the Bucks County Aquarium Society if I knew that end of it was okay to trust and keep going. And like I said, I probably overthink it. I overthink everything. I can complicate a brown paper bag. Let me tell you. If you don't believe me, ask John Baga. He goes, "Oh my God, here we go again." As soon as I pull out the graph paper and start connecting dots, he's like, "Oh dear God in heaven." But yes, and if you find out information, I would love to hear it, Lefty. I'm going to try to find some people and see if they'll come on and talk about it. Talk about it to the extent of what they know and how far they go. Because I got a lot of information from it. I just got to that dead end of the people who don't belong to a fish club. How do they turn theirs in? How do they register theirs? Like, who verifies that that's a thing? Because you and I know, and we all know here, that there's a lot of people out there that don't belong to fish club but are in the fish fam. Like, they are an online community almost, informal, you know. But if that's not a part of it, then I would love to keep it going. I would. But I'm just not comfortable with the knowledge that I have, the website that I saw, and me trying to get information as to be bringing the program into my club. That information was hard to find. Not how do you register fish? How do I bring that information to my club? How do I start a program at my club? How do I get it going? That was very difficult to find out. Quite a few breeds of the dragon layer, including me and Susie. Woo-hoo. Not sure of the cichlid you're referring to. Oh, did I miss a question? Who is that guy up near you who breeds those goodies along with those Chilean cichlids? I don't know. But I am so happy that you guys all came out and put up with my shenanigans in the beginning. I know I had a rough start, and I hope you join me next week where I may or may not have my discus. But Veterans Aquatics, he is going out of the fish keeping hobby. He is. But he would know who has them. Yeah, I've gone through that tab, Lefty. I've gone all through that tab. Maybe we'll get somebody on here that can take it to the next level for me. But you guys are awesome. Tennessee Fish Mafia is up next, and I am headed over there. Now I'm CARES focused right now. Maybe it's not a good thing if I do the CARES because I get too hyper focused on it. But anyway, I appreciate everybody coming out and hanging with me, even though I had a really, really rough start. I appreciate it so much.
Hey everybody, it's Susie Q, and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q, and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q, and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Nah, hey everybody, it's Susie Q, so come along with me. Said I'm Susie Q.